Aloha friends, it's Robert Stellick. I'm here with Jeff Argoff. He's the designer of these new retracting leashes. Oceanus no longer produced the retracting leash, and we were both big fans of having retracting leashes for foiling, not just for safety, but also for performance. It's just a great thing to have the leash out of the water, and when you do fall, the board's far away from you for safety and all that. So we've been working together. Jeff's been designing this leash on the computer, working on all the details, and I think this one is finally a superior product. It's lighter, smaller, so good job on the design.
Thank you.
So in today's video, we're going to talk about maintenance.
Just to continue what you were saying, the coil in here, the spring, can go bad after a while. I don't think there's a coil out there, even though this is stainless steel. But with salt water, it can go bad after a while. But we don't have the track record of years down the road. We don't know, but we believe that this is going to last longer just because you can now oil it and maintain it, and those who take good care of their leashes, we think this is going to last a lot longer.
Today's video is just going to be about how to replace the spring, and on our website you can order a replacement spring.
The coil or spring, there's two types. The first one is 0.25, which is the standard coil that we decided will go into this. It's a little bit stronger or harder to pull than the old style leash, but we also have another style of coil that is 0.20, which is similar in its pull resistance to the old leash. So if this is a little bit too tough for you and you'd like to replace it, we do have a replacement that will make it a lot softer, or somewhat softer.
I just want to say real quick, I actually asked Jeff to make this with more tension, because I found over time the spring does get a little bit weaker, so it won't have as much tension over time. And also, like if you fall, the board will be far away from you. This will actually slowly pull the board back to you, which is actually kind of nice. Then, by the time you got your wing back in place, the board's close by. So I find that the stronger tension on the spring is a really nice feature of this reel.
Yeah, I agree. After trying it, it's like you don't even feel it when the board goes away from you. So we think this is the right solution. But again, if you don't like it, there's a replacement. Please note that this is not an easy replacement. You need to be a little bit good. You need to be good with your hands.
Okay, let's go over the tools you will need for the spring replacement. You'll need a T8 torx screwdriver, some lithium grease, the replacement spring, the screws, needle nose pliers, a sharp box cutter knife, screwdrivers both Phillips head and flathead, a pair of gloves, and these are not just for protection but also work as a tool to hold the spring in place, and some oil. This 3-in-1 oil works well.
First thing to do is to take the leash apart. You turn it over and you need to remove the 4 screws. It's just that there we go. Okay, the next step is going to be to take the cover off. And actually at this point, start using gloves here, just in case, for safety.
For this next step, you should also wear safety glasses to protect yourself from the spring, and use a flathead screwdriver to remove the cover that covers the spring housing. So this is what it looks like inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this out. Okay, now this part you might want to kind of step away with the camera a little bit, and then hopefully this will work. And okay, this is going to be a little violent.
Okay.
And that's why gloves are really important. The next step is now this coil has two hooks, outer hook and an inner hook, I call it, I guess. The first thing you want to do is make sure that the hook is pointing to the right, is opening to the right.
Okay.
And you will want to take this band and move it to the edge a little bit, like so.
Okay.
Now this opening of the hook, you just need to pry it open a little bit, just like that. And then this opening is going to fit over this here.
Okay.
Like so.
So it basically attaches onto the lip. Okay.
Okay, now this step is important. You need to hold it tight, firmly down with one hand. You take your knife and you remove, while you press down on the spring, you cut the band and then you remove it like that. Now slowly let it go and release the tension.
Okay.
This was probably the toughest, the hardest part.
Next, you apply some lithium grease to the bottom of the reel unit for smooth operation.
The next step is going to take this, the cover, the top cover, with the axle and point it towards you. And you're going to take this and put it on top.
So there's basically a slot, right, that you have to
Yes.
fit this sliders in.
Okay, now you push it down all the way in and make sure that this is sitting down. Take some oil, put a little bit of oil here, and then you close it. When you close it, you just need to make sure that it's closed all the way.
Snaps in, okay.
Snaps all the way. And that's about it. Now you can, what you do is bring this around and then go one time. Once you reach this point, you go one more time around. Make sure you don't do more than one. One time is all you need.
Okay.
And also, at this point in time, if you choose, you can remove your gloves.
Once again, you want to apply some lithium grease between the inner housing and the outer housing for smooth operation.
Before you put the screws in, what I would do is uncoil it one more time to check it. And you need to make sure that it's completely uncoiled. If there's another strap, if the strap is not uncoiled all the way, that's not good, because what may happen to you is when you fall off your board, if this is pulling it too past this point, it will ruin the coil.
I see, yeah.
Yeah.
So there should still be tension all the way to the end.
Should be tension all the way to the end.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. So once you made sure everything tests out well, you just put those 4 Torx T8 screws back in to hold the outer housing together, and you're done. And here's another video that Jeff made to show how to lubricate the friction point between the outer housing and the inner reel. So if you get like gunk inside your leash, or it's not operating smoothly, maybe you got some sand in there or salt building up or something, you can just take out those 4 screws, take the outer housing apart. Then you want to release the spring tension that's left on the spring
It's usually about 1 rotation on there. And then you just slide the spring off that center arm, pull the little hook out of the center arm, and now you can access the top and bottom of that center housing. You know, if there's any gunk in there, clean it up first, then add a little lithium grease to it. And that'll ensure that it can slide smoothly back and forth. So next you want to put that center spring hook back over that center post into the slot on the center post. Line it up properly, push it together, and then roll up the leash. So if you have the 0.25 tension spring, which is the standard tension spring, you add about 1/2 to 1 turn of tension. And if it's the 0.20 spring, the one that has a lower tension, you can add 1.5 to 2 turns of tension to the spring. And once you put it all back together, you should once again test it as shown earlier. Make sure you can pull the leash all the way out to the end, because otherwise you could potentially damage the spring. Then you just put those 4 torque screws back in and you're done. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this helps you do this repair on your own at home. If you don't feel confident doing it by yourself, you can always send it into our shop, Blue Planet Surf in Honolulu, where we can do that repair for you, either by our staff or Jeff, and that way you don't have to worry about it. So thanks for watching. See you on the water. Take care. Aloha.